2023 also marked several impactful community milestones across the British Virgin Islands, and that, of course, included some new sports infrastructure and the return of the basketball team at the H. Lavity Stout Community College, highlighting the resilience, growth, and promise for the future in the Virgin Islands. Let's take a look. This past year marked several impactful community milestones across the British Virgin Islands, highlighting resilience, growth, and promise for the future. Elmore Stout High School returns to campus. The time has come, a fitting theme adorned to the ceremonial opening of the Elmore Stout High School as it emerged from a completed redevelopment project. The school year for ESHS opened in grand style on January 3rd with a well-attended ceremony at the campus. A brief look at the program would reveal that not only were some of the BVI's highest-ranking officials and most competent authorities represented that day, but that all those made to speak had at some point populated the Elmore Stout High School, or the BVI High School as it was once known. Opening remarks were delivered by Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, who noted the occasion as another proud milestone in the territory's journey to recovery.
Today we celebrate another proud milestone in our journey of recovery from Hurricanes Irma and Maria, and in the continued development of our Virgin Islands. But most importantly, we celebrate the fact that our secondary school students, teachers, administrators, and principals on Tortola are returning to their rightful home and a facility that is fit for purpose and conducive to teaching and learning. A facility that they deserve to have. The completion of these buildings for the Elmore Stout High School campus is a monumental achievement for our people. It is yet another testament to what we can achieve by working together, having a positive attitude, and maintaining confidence in the capabilities of our people.
The opening of the Road Town Market Square. The rebuilt Road Town Market Square opened in February to host vendors, though additional works were still pending. The facility represented a revitalized infrastructure for commerce and culture.
We all know the Market Square project. It commenced with a groundbreaking ceremony on the 12th of October 2020, and this is a signature project of the government of the Virgin Islands to foster entrepreneurship and economic growth. The city of Road Town has been without a market for several years, and this government ensured that this was one of our priority projects to be executed. The Market Square is a historical site which was established in the 1970s and was the fourth official market day venue in the territory. It is truly heartwarming to see the transformation of the Market Square from my earlier years visiting the market with my grandparents, my grandmothers, to be specific, to the structures that we see today. I cannot help but to reminisce.
According to Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai Reimer, the government anticipates that the total cost of the project will be $1.7 million, meaning that an estimated $400,000 in investments were required to complete the facility, which had already cost $1.3 million. Investment into the project, he said at the time, had already spanned 4 budget cycles. A new multi-purpose court at HLSCC. The H. Lavity Stout Community College now has a multi-purpose court that will assist with the college's goal of diversifying the number of extracurricular activities that can be hosted at its Parakeeta Bay facility. An official ceremony was held at the main campus to launch the opening of the multi-purpose court, which also sparked the return of a basketball team at the college. President of HLSCC, Dr. Richard Georges, said the initiative was in line with their mandate of enhancing the students' experience while at the college through providing outlets for extracurricular activities.
College is in the first year of a new strategic plan. And one of the things that we're taking seriously is the student experience. And it is one thing, yes, to be focused on what students do in the classroom. But one of the reasons why we actually developed and staffed the Student Life Office and gave Mr. Smith a mandate to focus on sports and recreation is that the student is a multiversal being, right? You're not just someone who sits in a classroom and studies, not someone who sits exams only. And what is it about the college that can be enriched by enriching the experience that the student has? And it can't just be that there's dominoes in the cafeteria and old talk in the student lounge. That can't be all that we have to offer at HLSEs.
Community centers handed over. In February, the government of the Virgin Islands hosted 3 handing over ceremonies and dedications for community centers, which emerged from rehabilitation works. These included the Valerie O. Thomas Community Center in Seacoast Bay, the Catherine and Gertrude Warner Community Center in Purcell, and the E. Dunlap Community Center in Anegada. Demolition of the Althea Scatliff Primary School. Closing a chapter, the unsafe Althea Scatliff Primary School building was demolished over 2 weeks in April. Students and teachers gathered in a final tribute prior to the long-abandoned site being leveled. June 1st declared Virgin Islands Day in Tamarack. The city of Tamarack in Florida officially marked June 1st as Virgin Islands Day in honor of deep friendship ties. The date coincides with the launch of American Airlines' direct Miami flight. The proclamation highlighted the relationship between the Virgin Islands and the city of Tamarack, stating, quote, "The people of the Virgin Islands share deep bonds of friendship and familial ties with many citizens and residents in the United States, the state of Florida, and the city of Tamarack." The city of Tamarack has Virgin Islanders who serve the community on the police force, own small businesses, and is home to the family of an NFL star. New governor announced. The United Kingdom appointed Daniel Pruce to serve as the next governor of the British Virgin Islands starting January 2024. He succeeds Governor John Rankin, who is retiring after completing his term this year. According to a bulletin from the UK, Governor Rankin will be completely retiring from diplomatic service. However, it is not clear if the governor will be taking a permanent retirement from public service. The Climate Change Trust returns. Premier Wheatley pledged full backing for the revived Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund Board in 2023. The Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund will be able to finance a wide variety of local projects and programs, such as environmental restoration projects to help restore critical ecosystems, projects to diversify and green the tourism industry, projects to help agricultural sectors adapt to more severe drought and stress from heat for livestock, and resilient infrastructure projects and renewable energy projects. The National Census. The National Population and Housing Census was conducted from January 15th into December. While acknowledging that residents are generally reluctant to share personal information, Minister for Financial Services, Labor and Trade, Honorable Lorna Smith, stressed the need for residents to be honest while completing the census. Director of the Central Statistics Office, Raymond Phillips, was at the forefront of the effort and ensured that residents were aware of the importance of the data collected. Demoy Hodge presented with the key to the Bay. In a historic first, Demoy Hodge was bestowed the key to Cane Garden Bay in honor of his achievements in July 2023. The symbolic gesture was made by 2nd District Representative, the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, during a church service at the Cane Garden Bay Baptist Church.
On behalf of our church family and the minister, as 2nd District Representative, we have a presentation for you as well from the Cane Garden Baptist Church.
Sir Hodge, number 55, we present to you on behalf of the Cane Garden Baptist Church and the 2nd District Representative the key to the bay. So the entire Cane Garden Bay is yours to do what you want to do.
Hundreds graduate and take the next step in their educational journey. Milestone ceremonies were held for 177 Elmore Stout High School graduates and 142 H. Lavity Stout Community College graduates, with several top performers. The perseverance and resilience of the Elmore Stout High School class of 2023 was celebrated during a momentous graduation ceremony held at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Roadtown. Salutatorian Desiree Maynard marked the occasion as a celebration for the graduating class.
With the power and authority of God's word, I stand before you today filled with immense pride and gratitude as the salutatorian of the remarkable class of 2023. To our dignitaries, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty and staff, parents, family, and well-wishers, I say welcome. Welcome to the most awaited event of the year, the graduation and liberation of the Elmore Stout High School class of 2023.
Among 177 graduates that day, 81 achieved high honors. Additionally, 8 graduates were ranked among the top 10 in the territory. Meanwhile, a total of 142 students graduated officially from the H. Lavity Stout Community College following the college's 30th graduation exercise. Record enrollment at HLSCC. The growth of the H. Lavity Stout Community College continues on an upward trajectory, with one of the largest turnouts recorded for orientation ahead of the 2023 fall semester. The college had recorded the highest number of duly enrolled students this semester at 70. According to the college, duly enrolled student refers to high school students who are taking high school and college courses simultaneously. The high numbers resulted in the college experiencing a large turnout during their orientation for new students ahead of the semester. The launch of the Public Service Learning Institute. The Virgin Islands Public Service Learning Institute was established to enhance training and governance of civil servants. Deputy Governor David Archer said it would elevate the standards across the public sector. The institute will stand as an institutional and governing body for the training and development of all new and existing public officers, and will endeavor to ensure officers have the necessary skills and abilities they need to carry out their duties. Construction begins on the Eslyn Henley Riches Learning Center. August 2023 saw the groundbreaking for the replacement Eslyn Henley Riches Learning Center to serve differently abled students. The project, which is valued at $3.9 million, is being funded by the Caribbean Development Bank and implemented by the Recovery and Development Agency (RDA). Premier Dr. The Honorable Natalia Wheatley said he was pleased with the progress of the project and expressed his hope for the new school to improve integration and interaction for its students.
And we look forward to be able to provide services to all the young people in our community, because one thing we have to improve on as a community is equity, to ensure that all members of our society have a certain standard of services, regardless of whether how you are abled. And regardless of where you live, whether in a sister island of Virgin Gorda, Tortola, Anegada, etc. And it's an area that we're working hard to be able to deliver. So I'll keep my comments short just to say I'm extremely pleased that we are here today. I congratulate the Minister of Education and her team, as well as the RDA, to getting us to this point. And certainly, I have a great deal of confidence in Atlan Heavy Construction, who has won yet another competitive bid. And we just saw Kyron McMaster win the silver medal in the World Championships. And my cousin Diane knows how to compete, being a former athlete himself. So he doesn't need anything to be given to him. He works hard and he earns it. And I'm very pleased, I would say, with our Virgin Islands contractors, that they continually display that they are fit for purpose.
Inaugural anti-illicit finance meeting hosted in the BVI. In September, the BVI convened representatives from the United Kingdom and overseas territories for an inaugural conference on combating illicit finance. Officials from governments of Anguilla, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, Montserrat, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, as well as the United Kingdom, were in territory for the meeting, while representatives from the governments of Falkland Islands and St. Helena participated virtually. The meeting was co-chaired by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and the Government of the Virgin Islands. Asphalt plant commissioned. A major milestone came with the Public Works Department's asphalt plant coming fully online to meet road resurfacing needs after significant delays. The department wasted no time to get to work after achieving this milestone. Students compete in Singapore. Team BVI represented the territory for the first time at the Global Robotics Challenge. Despite fierce competition, they ranked 143rd out of 191 teams. Reflecting on their journey from the opening ceremony to the day of the final event, Team BVI expressed immense satisfaction with their growth and experience. They said, quote, "Our experience and growth from day one until the end of this event is beyond what we could have ever imagined."
Team British Virgin Islands.
Coming from a country that comprises around 60 tropical islands, this is the first time that we have British Virgin Islands participated in the first global event. We're excited to have them here. They're excited to be present. Let's enjoy this show.
New children's playground in Anegada. In Anegada, a playground opened emphasizing recreation's developmental benefits for the youth. The playground opened its gates following a handover and plaque unveiling ceremony organized by the Recovery and Development Agency. It adds to previous enhancements done via the Anegada Recreation Facility Project. Previous phases included fencing the field, resurfacing the basketball court, and adding lighting to the basketball court. The Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital achieves international accreditation. The Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital has been granted full accreditation from the esteemed accrediting body DNVGL, making it the first Caribbean institution to be recognized by the organization. The achievement follows the initial accreditation in 2020, which necessitated follow-up evaluations by DNVGL. Following the final successful assessment, the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital is now a proud recipient of a comprehensive 3-year accreditation certificate. Jacka Wooding, Tweet for News.
See, exactly like I said, it's been a very busy year in the Virgin Islands. And of course, one of the things we would have seen is a lot of projects starting out, groundbreakings. So we can only wait to see how these things turn out. One of the projects I know that has been in its advanced stages is, of course, the multi-purpose center in Just Van Dyke.
Yes.
And we should be seeing
Highly
the commissioning
anticipated,
of that complex in 2024, hopefully very early on, because our last update from the RDA was that they were basically done.
Mm-hmm. And we also want to look for and hope for those persons. We would have touched on transport and tourism earlier, but also the West End ferry terminal has also been one of the big projects that there have been so much work from the RDA. We do know the RDA have been doing a good job in getting some of these projects rolled out and completed. So fingers crossed again, Ron, my optimism for 2024 when it comes to that.
And on the sporting arena, of course, the Greenland Field, when it comes to that sporting arena, that has been talked about. Financing, of course, has been allocated, but we're yet to see a start when it comes to that.